Good evening, Wizards Nation. We just lost. A loss, but a good loss. 123 to 118. We lost to the Rockets, but a competitive game throughout the we clawed. We always stayed in the game. It was chippy. Tari Eason, I don't know what the hell this man thought. Over here doing MMA. Trey Young got ejected. Jameer Watkins got an unnecessary technical foul. But nonetheless, dudes balled out. Tonight, we shot collectively as a team 54% from the three, and we lost, dude. We shot 54% from the three as a team, and Bilal Coulibaly led the way, y'all. Bilal Coulibaly went 5 of 7 from the three. Hold on, let me turn this thing on real quick before I show my screen. Bilal, 5 of 7 from the three. I'm going to show y'all his recent game log, but this dude, I've been pleading in my previous streams. I was just like, dude, give me a string of collective, like 5 to 6 consecutive games where you're balling out. And this man has done that. Well, let me, I'm over here showing my screen too much. But yes, Bilal Coulibaly, 23 points, 9 of 16 from the field, 5 of 7 from the three. 1 rebound, one turnover, 1 steal, 3 stocks in total. Hey, man, we lost to a team that is 38 and 22. We are now on a 5-game losing streak. These are the type of tanking losses that I will gladly accept. You know, besides Bilal, I'm going to get to Bilal in a bit. Sharif Cooper needs his flowers. Tonight, this dude was awesome. 21 points in 17 minutes, 8 of 10 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, continuously applying rim pressure like the point guard that he is. A +7. Tonight as well, Jaden Hardy, 14 points in 18 minutes, a solid game. Jameer Watkins, 7 points in 18 minutes, but he did his thing. 1 and 2 from the three, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a +4. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yusuf says, not bad. King Bilal, great game. Yeah, let's go to Bilal, dude. Because this guy, I like to say, he had 23 points tonight, 14 the night before against the Raptors, 10 against the Hawks, 8, 17, 13, 12, 13. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of the past 8 games, he's been in double digits. Been balling out. As a matter of fact, Greg Fenberg recently tweeted, Bilal Coulibaly in the past 5 games is shooting 55% from the three. This is Bilal Coulibaly playing his ass off for that contract extension. Some of us think that we can give him, we can lowball the baguette, give him a team-friendly deal, have him play into it. We know he hasn't, I feel like my screen's small. We know he hasn't, not earned it, but he has some question marks in his game. Trey Johnson barely played since base Maryland. Yes, you're right. Never got in a rhythm. Trey Johnson finished the night with 5 points, 2 and 10 for the field, 1 and 3 from the three, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 points in 22 minutes. Trey Johnson had. Also, Keyshawn George, 16 points in 22 minutes, 3 of 6 from the three. Keyshawn George's three-pointer is turning around because he was in a bit of a cold streak for a while. But tonight, it was lovely to see him go 3 of 6 from the three. He did leave the game, though. He wasn't ruled out. He was ruled questionable with I believe it was a wrist. Was it a wrist sprain? Hold on, let me check. Let me confirm that. It was a wrist sprain. I think he was contesting he was trying to get a steal from somebody. It wasn't a contest. And I believe he jammed his, was it his wrist? Hold on, let me confirm that real quick. Hold on. Left elbow sprain, my bad. A left elbow sprain. Questionable to return. He did not return. Leads me to believe. Will Keyshawn George play tomorrow night? Remember, tomorrow night we play the Magic. Back to back. I'd like to think he's not going to play. As a matter of fact, we played the Jazz on Thursday. Would you guys play Keyshawn George on Thursday, considering Trey Young is coming back on Thursday? We've seen this before with the Wizards. They have a small little nagging injury. They take their sweet time, and we understand it. But, you know what I mean? Base Maryland says, nope, another L cooking. Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree. I agree with that one. I honestly, even though it's second half of back-to-back, the Magic are playing much better as of late. Why risk it? Why risk it for the biscuit? There's nothing to risk here. And even if he does play, he's going to play limited minutes, just 22 minutes around that he's been playing. Base Maryland says, nope, we should play Thursday. Give us a 10-day. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think he's going to play. He might suit up on Thursday. Lauri Markkanen is not playing tonight. Lauri Markkanen is the Jazz are playing today. The Jazz are playing the Denver Nuggets. The Jazz are up by 1 after the first. But Lauri Markkanen is not playing tonight. And I like to think he's not going to play against us on Thursday. Just FYI. Doug Arby says, LOL, dirty bucket, even though you swing for the same thing. This motherfucker, boy. Over here spreading misinformation. Pneumatic Brian says, Magic L, Jazz must be an L. Oh, yes. I haven't even got to the beginning. Look, first off, Trey Young got ejected. This dude hasn't even put on a jersey yet. And man got ejected. Hold on. Let me share a Trey Young tweet. Trey Young just tweeted at me. He said, at the dirty bucket. Hold on. Trey Young says, hey, bucket, don't expect me to get ejected too many times more in DC, but I'm definitely bringing that energy and competitiveness when I'm back for my brothers. Heart. Dog, that's true. That's true. Who's your competition, though? Lockdown Law? Anyways, yeah, so Trey Young just tweeted this out. Should I show the... I don't even think do I have the video? I don't think I saw the video. That was clearly a stupid ass call. And what people aren't even talking about is right before that happened, the Rockets, I believe, it was a shot clock violation, and the refs never called it. So Sharif Cooper was like, "What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck?" You know what I mean? He was yelling at the refs because it was clearly a shot clock violation, and that started things over. Jameer Watkins and Tari Eason over here, you know, talking at Ish. I don't think I had the video. Well, actually, no, I think I do. Trey Young ejected videos. It should definitely pop up here. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Running on the court, and he's been
y'all decide.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Can't even play yet for the week.
It's Trey.
Trey Young hasn't even played a game yet for the Wizards.
Look at this bad boy.
Hey, but this is...
Oh, yeah, no, he was yelling, rightfully so.
Can't do that.
He got spit on his freaking beard.
And he, look at, he's
Where's that
just...
popcorn? Oh, this is, oh, here it goes. So this is right here.
No.
This freaking push.
All right.
What the hell were the refs looking at? What were the refs looking at here? A clear, like,
No.
technical right
All
here.
right.
Clear.
That's where it should have been stopped.
2 arms. Pushed him.
All right. That's where it should have been
And Jameer
stopped
didn't
right
do
there.
anything.
What are we doing?
Yep.
What did Jameer do? He didn't
If
retaliate
that was
there.
Kevin Durant getting pushed in his stomach in his chest
Gives
like
the
that,
Rockets an
whole
easy
game
bucket.
would've stopped.
And then,
Whole-
I don't know if y'all see here, Jameer, I mean, he's talking that smack. Bilal's over here, you know, being the peace mediator. And then look, Tari's still jawing, and then Tari pushes him again. Jameer did not touch Tari the entire time. The entire sequence.
It should have came game with a
He
if
did
that
it.
was Kevin Durant getting pushed in his stomach, and this whole game would have stopped.
You see, there's the second push.
I'm just like, and then it ends up being a double technical that instant. They give Tari Eason a technical for the previous incident, the one right here, where he just blatantly pushes. Oh, what the fuck? What is this? Like, what are we talking?
All right, that's where it should have been
Just
stopped.
pushes
Right?
them.
All right, that's
What is this guy looking at right here? He sees all of it.
All right, that's where it should have been stopped right there.
Hey, man. What is this ref looking at?
All
Oh, no,
right,
he didn't
that's
see
where-
it. Oh, wait, no, he didn't see it. Look, he's staring straight ahead. Oh, he didn't see
that's
it.
where it should have.
But there's there's other refs,
no.
though.
All right,
He didn't
that's where it
see it,
should have been
though.
stopped right there. What are we doing? Yep. Is it?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me put chat up real quick. Hold on. Chat's over here saying, Base Maryland says, dude's on crack. I'll dunk on Trey Young, says Zay Tobin. Bobo's over here talking about freaking Will Riley. If he came on the court, does that automatically warrant a suspension? Yeah, it does. It does. And not only that, you saw Trey Young just pointing at the ref. Julian Reese, we're going to talk about Julian Reese. Let's finish about this thing, though. Been saying for years, refs don't like the Wizards at all, says Chuck Best. Reasonable crash out, says Rich Reloaded. I don't even think Jameer crashed out, though. What did Jameer do? Jameer didn't do ish. Jameer kept his calm. Mir just got bread his way. They're already rage baiting him. To make it worse, our own refs hates us. Yo, Dirty Bucket, which live stream do you usually troll? Hey, yo, I got burner accounts for that. I'm the KD of the YouTube, dude. I'm not even joking. I got burner accounts, boy. I do. I'll tell you later. I'll tweet you later on. Anyways, what was Bub's plus and minus? Bub tonight was a +1. Bub finished with 11 points, 4-10 from the field, 2 or 3 from the three, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. A solid game from Bub Carrington. Hey, y'all saw Bub and KD chirping at each other. There's one thing I love about Bub. He is not backing down from anybody. He took it serious. As a matter of fact, I believe he had a pull-up 3 immediately after that incident with Tari East and Jameer Watkins. And at the very end, he got under KD's skin. KD pushed him. What's going on with the Rockets tonight, dude? The Rockets came out here and started shoving dudes like we're playing fucking sumo. I'm just like, dude, we're playing basketball. What is how many shoves did the Rockets do tonight? Like at least 4. At least 4. Anyways, nonetheless, shout out to the kids, man. Shout out to the young bucks. Not to the kids, to the whiz kids. Sharif Cooper, we talked about him balling out. Justin Champagny, 5 or 7 from the field. A +3, 2 or 3 from the three, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 stocks. Shout out to Champagny. The bench came to play. Sharif Cooper led the way with 21 points, but 21, 14, 12. Will Riley had a bit of he had an off night. 7 points, 1 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from the three. Did have 3 steals though, but still, he had an off night to be expected. But yeah, man, let's start off with the feel-good story of the day being Julian Reese. Julian Reese got his first starts already with the Wizards. It was Julian Reese, Keyshawn George, Bub Carrington, Bilal Coulibaly, and Trey Johnson. As a matter of fact, hold on, I'm going to read you guys the entire injury report for tonight. We were shorthanded, especially in the front court. No Davis, no Sard, no Vooch, no Gill. Juju was the only front court dude on the team. Remember in the 2017 playoffs, that fight between Kelly Oubre and Kelly Olynyk? Yeah, of course. Just saying the name Kelly pisses me off. Honestly. Another reason why I love Will Dawkins, this dude did not let Kelly Olynyk suit up for my team. Because there was a chance. If you're over 30 and you're a Wizards fan, you absolutely loathe Kelly Olynyk. Nonetheless, I don't want to talk about Kelly. Fuck Kelly Olynyk, boy. I don't want to talk about Kelly. Julian Reese tonight finished with 2 points in 28 minutes, got fouled out, 4 rebounds, 4 turnovers, 3 steals, a -12. To be expected, man's first game. I mean, but nonetheless, I mean, his first game, he's playing against freaking Alperen Şengün, an all-star, so, but he never gave up, never backed down, had 3 steals, but he did look, especially in the beginning, in the first half, he did not, he just, obviously, new team, new environment, just was not it. That's all I'm going to say. Was not it. Not it. But he continued fighting, like the Baltimore kid that he is, continued, being resilient. Hopefully he continues to play. I'm assuming Julian Reese is going to be the starting center again tomorrow. As a matter of fact, Julian Reese was the starting center. Justin Champagnie was the backup center. I mean, who was the backup center between these 5 dudes? It was Champagnie, Coop, Watkins, Hardy, and Will Riley. It was Champagnie. Haha, Wizards have a problem next year with these players. They have 10 players trying to get 10 minutes. I hate Şengün's game. He flops so much. We should have Juju start rest of the season, guard opposing best player, suited his single. Yeah, I was thinking that Jerry Juice as well. I was just like, Juju may be the tank commander. No offense to Juju, sorry. But, I mean, I don't know. But, I mean, again, we play back-to-back tomorrow against the Magic at Orlando, so we'll see if the Vooch or even Anthony Gill suit up. I'd like to think maybe even the Vooch might not even play against the Jazz. But anyways, let me read my notes real quick. I got to go to the gym. I'm that asshole who goes to the gym at 10:30 at night. I got to go to the gym. Sharif Cooper is probably better than Bub already. Is Bub younger? Bub is younger. Bub is 20 years old. Sharif is 24 years old. Anyways, let's get straight to it. Quick little recap. Hold on, let me move this real quick for you guys to see. Start off the game, Keyshawn had 2 quick fouls. But it actually kept him in the game. And I was thinking that too. I was like, dude, just keep him in the game. Like, he's only going to play 22 minutes anyways. Who cares if he's in foul trouble? He's not going to play big minutes anyways. And they did. Coach Keefe did. Trey, to start off the game, Trey Johnson had a steal on one end and a transition assist on the other end. Love seeing that. Keyshawn George started off hot. 8 points, 2 threes, a bump midi. We're going to talk about his 3-point shot because it looks like it's turning the corner as well. Talking right here, backup center is Champagnie, and you know what? He's up for the task. Bobo says, Alfonso just got on the Manjaro, easier than the gym. What's the Manjaro? That better not be... I don't know. I don't want to get political. Anyways, Cooper hit 2 threes. We started off 8 of 11 from the 3 in the first quarter. As a matter of fact, we were leading the Rockets after the first quarter 30-26. We were on one from the perimeter. Like I said, Keyshawn George leading the way after the first quarter with 8 points. Coop had 6. And then it was the Bilal Coulibaly show. And the second quarter, man was on fire. Ended up with 14 points at halftime. Like I said, ended up with 5 or 7 from the 3. Beautiful game from Bilal, man. Beautiful. Keep stacking these games. Keep stacking these games. 7 out of the past 8 games, Bilal has been on scoring double digits in double figures. 7 out of the past 8 games. Love it. But most importantly, just a 3-point shot. Get it up to 34, 35. That's all we need. That's all we need. We know he's an A1 defender, especially this year. His deflection game has also been much more active hands. Stock game has definitely improved as well this year. We know about his on-ball defense, perimeter defense, point of attack defender, everything. also has improved as a weak side defender as well. Bilal Coulibaly, in my opinion, this year. He has it all. I believe his strength also is severely underrated. Bilal Coulibaly is. Just that 3-point shot. We talked about his underrated playmaking ability as well, even though he had 0 assists today. But still, also wanted to tighten up his ball handling as well. Ball handling still is not where it needs to be. Bubba wants me to go on an Ozempic. This motherfucker. I don't know. I mean, I am a bit. I'm not going on Ozempic, dude. No, thank you, dude. Yeah, no, I only go honestly just to maintain the body that I have. I don't go to the gym to lose weight. I'm just like, you know what? Let me just go to the gym, make sure I just don't get fat. That's all. I go to the gym for preventative fat measurements. That's all. If I don't go to the gym for like a week and a half, I will gain 6 pounds. Not even joking. And that's with intermittent fasting. So it's a preventative fat measurement of me going to. Anyways, enough about me and my fatness. Was not mad at the squad effort at all. Reed Shepard's nice. Reed Shepard, how many stocks did this dude have? Reed Shepard finished with 8 stocks. Holy hell. 8 stocks. All right, I'm done. I'm done with Reed. I don't want to talk about Reed, boy. Fuck Reed. No, not fuck Reed. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Shout out to him. You know, he's all cool. He's all right. We're talking about the Wizards. Anyways, where was I? At halftime, we were actually down by 9 points. It was 60-51. Coulibaly was leading the way with 14 points. Keyshawn had 9. Coop had 6. Coulibaly, again. As a matter of fact, when they put Coulibaly back on in the fourth quarter, I believe it was like, what, at the 4-minute mark? Was that the 4-minute mark or 5-minute mark? I was surprised because we've seen Coach Keefe hold back not just Coulibaly, but anybody who's doing good. But I like to think Coach Keefe thought the Rockets, Ime Udoka is still playing his starters. He's still playing Kevin Durant, Şengün. Fuck it. Let's put back Coulibaly out there so he gets some more development, more minutes. And he did. You know? Coulibaly finished with 23 points tonight. Beautiful. Beautiful. Don't sleep on Bilal, dude. Don't. And rightfully so. I'm not going to sit here and try to discredit people in their opinion regarding people have been saying, hey, man, Jameer Watkins, could he replace Bilal Coulibaly in the future? I don't know, dude. You know what I mean? It's a great problem to have. But don't. Like, Bilal Coulibaly is 21. Bilal Coulibaly is 3 years younger than Jameer Watkins. Let that sink in. Bilal Coulibaly is 3 years younger than Jameer Watkins. Jameer is 24. Bilal is 21. Okay? And a young 21. We heard Will Dawkins already say Bilal Coulibaly is 3 to 5 years from entering his prime. Don't kind of. Only thing I want to see, and I'm going to keep on saying this. Bilal, don't play for France this offseason. Get a shooting coach and lock in. And I think, honestly, he's going to do that. I think he's going to do that because he knows entering his 4th year next year, if we do give him a contract extension this offseason, we'll see what happens. I like to think, considering the contract extension talks that we have with Trey Young, would they do that with Bilal? Honestly, even though it is kind of a lame duck type season right now for us for the remainder of the season, it is a lame duck season. Kind of. Well, actually, I know. To me, one of the biggest storylines besides Trey Young returning, besides Will Riley in his development, to me, one of the biggest storylines is how will Bilal Coulibaly finish the season? Will he continue being on a heater? If Bilal Coulibaly continues this type of play, if Bilal Coulibaly does that, I would not be surprised if Will Dawkins and company buys the hype and they're just like, you know what? Pay the man. Pay the man. My biggest gripe with Bilal, injuries. Man hasn't played 65 games in a season yet. Now, I do think Bilal's going to dispel those rumors in the future. Not just injuries, also just his 3-point shot, stagnant developing offensive game. But still, you know what I mean? That's one thing I feel like I'm going to be looking out for remainder of the season. How does Bilal Coulibaly finish the season? If he continues this type of play, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if we hear rumblings of Wizards being interested in a contract extension talks with Bilal in this offseason. In a couple months. So we'll see. Ideally, you want to give this dude a contract extension, lowball him, and have him on a team-friendly deal once he's entering his prime 3 to 4 years from now, but he's under the books. That's the ideal scenario with Bilal Coulibaly. We talked about Corey Kispert had a 4-year, $54 million contract extension with the Wizards, with us, that Will Dawkins gave him. Same thing. Danny Avdija. Will Dawkins gave him a 4-year, I believe it was a $55 million contract extension. So we've seen Will Dawkins buy the hype, buy the stock on a player, and then they end up being on a contract-friendly or a team-friendly contract deal. We've seen him do it twice already with Danny and Corey Kispert. Mind you, Corey Kispert, 4-year, $54 million deal. Live Life Live says, we'll love to get Bilal for that Corey Kispert deal. Hey, Live Life Live, honestly, I'm with you. I am dead with you. Buying the stock with Bilal, having Bilal for 4 years, 54, I'm not going to lie. What is the annual average on that? I think that's probably 12 point something, 12.6, 13 milli. Yeah, around that. That's a good deal. Jeremiah World Peace says 3 years, 48 mil. Nah. I think I would go with 4 year, 54. 4 years, 54. And I don't think Bilal will settle for a 3-year considering he's 21. Man, you never know. Anyways, shout out to Bilal Coulibaly, dude. Shout out to Bilal. Let's finish the rest of his notes. Again, in the second half, especially in the third quarter, the second quarter, the Rockets outscored us by 13 points. Third quarter, they outscored us by 5 points. They actually ended up, they were up by 1 point by 18 points in the third quarter. And it ended up looking like a blowout. Rockets start off the quarter on a 9-0 run in the third quarter. Then we go on a 10-0 run ourselves. So you see the fight and the resilience from the Young Bucks. Keyshawn George hit a 3. Key and KD were going at it. Chirping a bit. You know what I mean? The chirpy night. Coulibaly had an alley-oop. Bub had a step-back 3 in that 10-0 run. And then we talked about Jameer, Tari Eason fight. Trey Young got ejected. Man got sent back home. Boo. And I talked about Keyshawn George. Did not return with a questionable injury. Sprained his elbow. He did not return. We'll see if he actually plays tomorrow. And again tonight, just in general, fourth quarter. I mean, it is what it is. But, yeah, dude. I'm looking out for the Jazz. The only game tonight that we have to be very, very wary of, in my opinion, is this Utah Jazz game. The Jazz right now are leading the Nuggies. Please, bless us. Please. Oh, these dudes are barely playing anybody. They didn't play Lauri Markkanen. And the freaking Nuggets are playing Jokic and Murray. We'll see. Anyways, like how we always do in this chat. Chuck Best says the Bilal can dribble a 2-dribble pull-up, can unlock his entire game. That and also just a 3-point shot, honestly. We keep seeing, as a matter of fact, tonight, Bilal, he was talking ish to the Rockets players, telling them to step up because they keep... Like, a lot of dudes, Chuck, I'm pretty sure you know this, but I mean, especially with the Hornets, they're just daring Bilal to shoot. They're just leaving him. They're just giving him the Ben Simmons treatment as of late. They've been giving him the Ben Simmons treatment as of late. And Bilal, lately, has been making other teams pay. You love seeing that. Jazz will bench Lauri and Jackson third, fourth quarter. No, Lauri is not playing tonight, Jerry. And also, I'm assuming you're talking about Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson got ruled out for the year. He underwent surgery for something else. I don't know. I forgot. I think he had an assist or something. But we'll see how that game turns out. But going back to us, I think I had a couple of highlights for y'all, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did. Here we go. This is the one Bilal's talking ish. Look. Look at this. Look at this.
Ishan tried to set the screen.
Is that Amen? Yeah, Amen doesn't even bother to step up.
Tried to set the screen.
Amen should know how this treatment feels like, considering he can't shoot either. And he's like, hey, man, shoot that shit. And he does. Top of the key. Boom. And look at Bilal right here. Look.
In grandma's grits right now. Fourth triple. Already
he's telling him step up.
Bilal initiate. Ishan tried to set the screen. Why not? Bilal Coulibaly.
Made him pay. Look at the space right here. Amen is supposed to step up and contest this. Amen just doesn't even bother. Actually stares him down. Look at this. That's disrespectful right here. Bilal, be sensitive. Take it to heart. Make other teams pay. This is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. Tonight he made them pay. I'm happy for Bilal, dude. Happy for Bilal. Make these mofos pay. Let me see here real quick. Live Love Live says, Amen jumper makes Bilal look like Kawhi. Hey. Honestly, you're right with that one, man. You're right with that one. So here we are right now. After the loss, we are on a 5-game losing streak, and so are the freaking Jazz. The Jazz pissed me off, man. Nonetheless, this is where we're at. This is why I keep saying we need the Jazz to win. In my opinion, the 3 key teams for us are the Nets, Jazz, and Pelicans. And honestly, with the Pelicans, I'm nothing set in stone, but I think these dudes are going to win enough games that they're out of the picture. So to me, it's just the Jazz and the freaking Nets. Honestly, I am going to make a voodoo doll of the Nets and the Jazz. I will resort to witchcraft to get this damn lottery pick. I'm not even joking. I need this team, both of them, to win. I'm looking at right here. The freaking Nets are on an 8-game losing streak. Granted, the Nets have been playing very soft teams. Very competitive teams. As a matter of fact, this is where we're at right now. I showed y'all this earlier. We have the 6th hardest schedule for the remainder of the season in the entire league. The 6th hardest. The Pacers and the Jazz have the 8th and 9th hardest. Granted, the Nets have the 17th hardest. And the Kings have the 3rd easiest schedule, but screw the Kings. So, considering our schedule is I won't say harder, much harder. It's just harder than the Nets' schedule for the remainder of the season. There is a chance that the Nets, even though they are ahead of us by 1 game, that we can battle them for the 3rd worst record. There is a chance. There is a chance. So you're saying there's a chance? Yes, I'm saying there's a chance, dude. Especially considering the Nets, they kept Michael Porter Jr., Nick Claxton. Their rookie class is underrated, in my opinion. Yegor Demon, Nolan Trey Young balling out. Danny Wolf showing some life here and there. You know what I mean? So you never know. You never know. So I've pretty much ruled out the Kings. I don't really care about them. I think they already ruled out all their players. They are ass-tastic. The Pacers, they're in a 6-game losing streak, but the Pacers, you can't out-tank the Pacers. The Pacers are barely playing anybody. And considering their pick went to the Clippers, it's a conditional pick, some protection, a lot of protections actually. Well, some protections actually. They're going to do whatever it takes to keep this pick. They have to lose. So, to me, again, the Nets and the Jazz, those are the key teams. Obviously, that's contingent on the Pelicans continue winning. I do want to see the Mavericks just win a couple more games here and there. I think, luckily, Luckily, the Grizzlies have won some games. I was a bit worried by them, I'm not going to lie, considering they had their Chuck E. Cheese lineup. Everybody's, 23 years or younger. They traded everybody away, but they're in a 2-game winning streak. I don't think we're going to reach 23 dubs. So get the Mavericks 1 dub here and there. Then we're cooking. We're fine with them. But, all those fellas, look, we're in a good spot, but just finish the tank. Finish the tank. Anyways, let me see what chat's saying over here. Live Life Live says we could get so much separation when the Jazz win tonight, but we know they could just rogue at any point in any games. Live Life Live, this game against the Jazz on Thursday, even though Trey Young's coming back, we might just have to chalk up a dub for that one on Thursday. I mean, I don't want us. I mean, you know what I mean. But like, Trey Young's coming back. The team's gonna be energized and hyped. Come on, you know what the deal is, and we know the Jazz are barely gonna play anybody on Thursday. We know what the deal is. Georgia Smokes, the way I was losing money on the casino, maybe if I get the Nets and usually they'll win. The Jazz game is going to be 72-71. Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to call it quits. Let me see if any news came out while I was on stream. I don't think so. I got to go to the gym. The fuck? Why is Marco Rubio on my timeline? The fuck's going on? Get this buffoon out of my face, boy. Where the hell's Doug? Yeah, there's nothing else. Nothing happened. All right, y'all. Take care, everybody. Ice Tray will be in a minutes restriction on Thursday. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Oh, shit. My computer froze. My computer froze, boy. What is this? Okay. We aren't losing that game to the Jazz regardless. Like you said, I'm already expecting that to be a win. Chalk that up. But we'll have plenty of losses this month to make up for that. Yeah. Well, live. We also play the Jazz next. We play the Jazz again next week as well at Utah. So that game we will have to lose. So maybe that's what the Wizards are thinking. Maybe we'll just like, you know what? Fuck it. We beat the Jazz at home this Thursday, and we do whatever it takes to lose against the Jazz at Utah next week. My computer just finally booted up. It says right here, Brian Keefe said Trey Young will play under a minutes restriction between 17 and 20 minutes this Thursday, so we'll see. I'm leaning towards 17 minutes, maybe even 15. We'll see. Anyways, depending on the game, honestly, it depends on the game goes. If the Jazz come out and they're just balling, I can already see Coach Keefe deploying a tank lineup because, Anyways, take care, everybody. I'm out, dude. I'm out. I got to go work on the Cavs. Take care, everybody. Be safe. Go Wizards. I'll see y'all tomorrow after the Magic game. And yeah, take care.